Alright, boys. So we're still doing the roster managing here. Let's edit our lines and see what our lines look like, and then we can go and make that trade that I was talking about. Alright? So all we need is six defensemen. So one, two, three, four, five, six. Yeah, and Aldi can go down. Okay, fair enough. Right wingers one, two, three, four, five. Don't need Joey Crab. Four there. Left wingers one, two, three. That's okay because I think I have five forwards. One, two, three, four, five. Yes. Okay. So that's perfect right there. So let's go to the lines and see what's good here. Best lines. Make sure nobody is. No, we're good. Okay. Okay. So yeah, see what I was talking about? See how we have three centers that are 83s, but no first line center. And that's going to really hurt us because Phil the Thrill, he's going to need somebody better than him if he's going to get 30, 35, 40 goal seasons, right? If he's going to play like this, I guarantee you he's only going to have 20, 25 goals. Guarantee you. So, and Kuhlman, like, if say I had the perfect team that I wanted, Kuhlman would be down here, MacArthur might be down here, Steckel, fourth line. Lombardi, maybe, but I don't like his salary. I like the player, but I don't like the salary. Armstrong, yeah, he can be down there. Brown, maybe. Joffrey Lupo wouldn't be a bad second liner. I know right now he should be the first line left winger, but he's not good overall, right? So if and then yeah, okay. So this is what I would want, but I would need another player other than Grabowski, okay, and another left winger. So we need a first line left winger and a first line center. So we need to play alongside with Phil Kessel, okay? Second line, Kuhlman, Connolly, and Lupul. That's not a bad second line, but it's not the greatest, but we don't have to worry about working on our second line until we get the first two big keys out of the way first. But that's not a bad second line, Kuhlman, Connolly, and Lupul, right? Third line, MacArthur and Lombardi, that's not bad, but then we need that third line right winger as well. Fourth line, well, actually, Mike Brown could play the fourth line left side. Yeah, he's not bad there. But then we need that third line right winger. So we need pretty much four forwards, two on the first line, which really hurts us. And then defensively, it would look something like this. Dion Phaneuf, Luke Shen. Hang on, I'm just trying to figure out. Dion Phaneuf and Luke Shen. How good is Dion Phaneuf offensively? Yeah, he's not bad offensively. Yeah, he's not. Yeah, Dion Phaneuf's going to play on the first line alongside with Luke Shen. Komisarek would play on the third line because he's that defensive heavy, right? Cody Franzen, and then actually, you know what? We would put how good is Cody Franzen? Hang on, I'm just doing a quick check again. Offensively, he's actually not that bad. But I think I'd put John Michael Lyles alongside with Dion Phaneuf, and then Luke Shen with Cody Franzen. So offensive defenseman and a two-way defenseman, and then an offensive defenseman and a defensive defenseman. So defensively, we really don't have to worry about. Yeah, we could pick up a defenseman if we have to, but remember we have Gardner and Ollie in the minors, and we know what happens with those guys, right? I think primarily we really have to worry about our first line left wing and our first line center position, and not to mention this, boys. James Reimer, as much as I love him, I think I'm going to make, in that first trade that I said, I think I'm going to have to get a first-line goalie, because it doesn't matter what we do with our team. If we don't have a goalie, we're going to lose games. And he has good potential. He's good 82 overall with B potential. That's solid, right? But he's not going to win a Stanley Cup this year. No. So, yeah, oh man, it's going to be hard. We're going to have to make some good trades. I think I actually might put Reimer in the minors just to give him an 82-game schedule in the minors. Give him one more year to develop, because I need him to at least get to an 85 to be a first liner if we're going to be a good team, right? So yeah, okay, so I know who I have to trade for. Okay, so let's do it, boys. Let's start the trade negotiations. The one trade that I want to try and get, all right? Oh my God, who is it going to be? Who is it going to be? All right, so I have one trade in mind that came in mind when I was reading your guys' comments. I was thinking about who I'm going to grab, and it's the first team that came up here, the Anaheim Mighty Ducks. What I want to do is I want to see if I can get Jonas Hiller, who's 29, 3 more years at 4.5. That's perfect because a lot of my players are on 3-year contracts, like Phil Kessel, Dion Phaneuf. So his salary would come to an end, and then in 3 years, maybe even earlier in that time, James Reimer would be able to take over. But right now, Jonas Hiller is an 85. What did I say? He's better everywhere. And you know what? 85 is nothing spectacular, but his trade value isn't the greatest either. I'm not going to be able to get a 93 or 90 overall goalie without expending a lot of my draft picks, and I don't want to do that. So, Jonas Hiller. I'll show you guys what I was talking about the 3 years. See, James Reimer, 3 year left. All right. Other skaters, the trade value. Phil Kessel, Dion Phaneuf, all 3 years. Luke Shen we got for 5. But our top 2 players there, 3 years left. So a 3 year contract, even though it's 4.5, that's fine because it won't come into effect in trying to re-sign Phil the Thrill or Dion, right? So Jonas Hiller, we're gonna have to try and trade for. We're gonna give him Jonas Gustafsson. But here's the other key of this trade. You know how I can only do one trade? I'm going to try and get it. I'm going to try and get it. Ryan Getzlaf. That's right. 2 years left, so he won't affect the contract either. But he's only 26 years old. He fits into our age profile. And look at his offensive awareness and passing. 92, 92. He's a power forward, but he can pass for a playmaker, okay? He's going to be getting Phil Kessel the puck. And he's good defensively as well. Look at that defensive category. Everything I like. So he can be a first-line penalty killer as well. All right? If I could get Ryan Getzlaf and Jonas Hiller, even it's going to be a hard trade. I'm not going to deny that. It's a steep salary cap as well, but if we're going to be a Stanley Cup team right now, this was one of the trades I had in mind. So, let's try to build this. Remember, it's not just one. I can keep trying, but I'm going to have to offer a lot. So, we're obviously going to have to offer a center. So Grabowski has the best trade value. And what did I say about Grabowski? I didn't like his defensive category. Yes, he's young, 27, 1 year left, but he's only 83. And since we have Tim Connolly, who's better offensively and a little bit a little bit better defensively, I think he fills in better as that second line center position for now. Anyways, so I'm gonna have to. If we're getting a first line center back, we gotta give a first line, or at least what we think is a first line, over. Okay, so Grabowski and Gustafsson, that's not going to get it done, but at least Grabowski has Jonas Hiller covered in trade value. Now we have to get something for Ryan Getzlaf. Okay, so we're also going to offer up Tyler Bozak. He's having a great year in real life, but he's not going to fit into our team. Okay, I don't like players who are just offensively gifted and not defensively gifted. That is not our timer. That's another timer that I have. It's my alarm. But as I said, I don't like players who don't have defensive category unless they're playing on the first or second line, like Yakupov was in New Jersey, where he's getting enough goals, it doesn't matter. Tyler Bozak is just average when it comes to offense. He's already 25, no potential. We'll see potentials. Like, yeah, he can get better, but he's not going to automatically get better. I think he's definitely expendable if we're getting, Ryan Getzlaf back. So Tyler Bozak, and he has a decent trade value. So Tyler Bozak, that should help a little bit. Who else could we trade? We're going to keep Lombardi for our third line center. And then David Steckel as our fourth line center. We're going to keep Kadri and Colburn. All right. Those guys are going to get good. Daryl Boyce doesn't really have a lot of trade value, so not him. Left wingers, we're going to see if we can try to keep Clark MacArthur and Kuhlman for now. Nobody else has any trade value, so no there. Right wingers, Phil the Thrill, Lupul, Armstrong, we're all keeping. Joey Crab, not really the greatest trade. Oh, there's our timer. Okay, so we'll try to get one trade in here. Joey Crab, no, he doesn't really have any trade value. Defensemen here, Luke Shen, Dion Phaneuf, John Michael Lyles, Cody Franson, Mike Komisarek. They're all going to be part. I want to trade Komisarek, but if we can keep him for the first year, he can definitely help. He's good defense. Look at the defensive category. He kind of fits into the Keith Ollie or Johnny Boychuk area where you can put him on the penalty kill, third line. He can kill. He's definitely overrated in this game, but still, I wouldn't mind keeping him. And then Gunnarsson as well. If we're not getting a defenseman back, I don't necessarily want to trade for a defenseman. I want to keep Ollie and Gardner. So I think what we have to do is go the draft. Yeah. Now I don't want to trade away this first round because we have all the new prospects that I put in. And I'm also going to make another rule. Since, which year is the last year? Hang on a second. 1 year of drafting, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. 2017 draft is the draft year, which I don't remember how the last one, it ends before that draft. So since the GM is taking over in that year, it's not fair for me to use draft picks. So I'm only going to be allowed to use draft picks in the all the way up to the 2016. Okay, boys. So that's another new rule. 2017 and on. So the 2018 Everything above that, no draft picks can be used because I'm not going to be the general manager anymore. So that should add a little bit more strategic nature to it. But we're going to have to add a first rounder. So we're going to go to that last year. Can't do the 2017, 2016. I don't think that'll even do it right there. Gustafsson, Grabowski. No, that's not going to do it. We're going to have to add a second as well. So it's a steep price, definitely. But this trade will... the only thing is, Jonas Hiller, he'll help our goaltending situation. I'm just hoping that we can get an average goalie or above average goalie because James Reimer, he's definitely not going to cut it. And then have that superstar center to get us goals. All right, we won't be the best defensive team, but we're going to get goals with this trade. So I think it'll help us. Yeah, we are overextending, but let's see if it goes through, boys. I don't even think this will go through, by the way. So Jonas Gustafsson, Mikhail Grabowski, Tyler Bozak, a first and a second for Jonas Hiller and Ryan Getzlaf. Will it happen? Will Ryan Getzlaf be in the blue and white? Oh, at this point, the Anaheim Ducks are not open to trading away our mid-age players, so we must say no. So, wow, we put a lot on the table, and they still didn't accept it. Wow, maybe 2 firsts for him? All right, we'll do one more trade in this video. This is steep. 2 firsts for Hiller, Getzlaf, and you know what? We got to put a third in there for us. Come on, that's a huge trade. Will this go through? Here we go. No! Wow, they don't want to trade Ryan Getzlaf away. I guess not, eh? All right, we're going for it. This is huge. A first, Bozak, Grabowski, and Gustafsson for Hiller and Getzlaf. Huge trade. Will it go through? Oh, there it is. Wow, overextended. But Ryan Getzlaf is now a part of the Toronto Maple Leafs along with Jonas Hiller. The Anaheim Ducks fans are going to be cheering in the streets when we announce this deal. I'll take these deals any day of the week. Yeah, we definitely overextended, boys. But we made a statement. What do you guys think? Are we a better team? Did I overextend? What do you think?